Moadib, the count, 2. Gordy kicks out.
That was 3, ring the bell.
Gordy kicks out. The referee recovered. Gordy kicks out.
That was 3.
Francis Baxton, I don't think anybody has ever kicked out from that headbutt before. Whoa! Moadib goes for the clothesline and misses. Here's General Skandor Akbar in the ring. Gordy has the spike on Akbar. Gordy has the spike on Akbar.
Oh my!
Gordy has the spike on Akbar.
This is excitement at its finest.
Moadib back in. He kicks the knee. He gets the right knee. Here come the Rough Riders. Here comes Bam Bam and Black Bam.
Now you're talking. Let's do
4
some
on 1.
damage, boys. This stupid Freebird's getting what he deserves.
They're going after the knee. Terry Bam Bam Gordy has arthroscopic surgery on both knees. General Skandor Akbar has done his scouting very well.
This is
It's
great.
not about winning and losing for Akbar.
Myself so much.
Headbutt on the knee by Moadib. Bill Irwin, flying stomp. General Skandor Akbar is trying to put him out for good. General Skandor Akbar wasn't worried about it. You can tell that was all secondary. This was his #1 objective. And he is going at the weakest point of Terry Bam Bam Gordy. The left knee, it's absorbed 2 arthroscopic knee operations. The right knee has absorbed 1. And now the question is, what kind of shape is that knee in?
I predict Terry Gordy will never wrestle again.
Here come the Freebirds. Here comes Action Jackson. Here comes DC Devin Michaels. But the Rough Riders and General Skandor Akbar and Moadib, they care nothing about putting up a fight at this point.
This was great.
They have accomplished their purpose. They have accomplished their purpose. Terry Bam Bam Gordy is down.
He's down and out is what he is. This stupid bird isn't moving. Moadib and General Akbar did what they wanted to do, and Terry Gordy's gone from the GWF. You hear that, Great Pierson? Terry Gordy's gone.
While we've been gone, they've done a terrific job handling the situation. That's a large man to have to try to deal with. Now they're wheeling him out of the back of the Sportatorium. The other Freebirds, Jimmy Jam Gorvin and Michael P.S. Hayes following him. The crowd applauds. This crowd is stunned. The one thing that Terry Bam Bam Gordy has never been is carried out of the ring. And that is what is happening. He is being stretchered out of the ring. And this crowd is absolutely stunned. But Moadib certainly played a part, but it had just as much to do with General Skandor Akbar and Wild Bill Irwin and Black Bart. It was a vicious 4-on-1 attack.
This was a great night so far. My goodness.
Francis Buxton, you know what? I've heard about as much as I want to hear out of you tonight.
Wow.
We're going to be back with more GWF action in a few
With the kind of
moments.
respect you show me back.
Rudd Price, you've been taking a back stand with that belt around your waist. And you know full well that you didn't win it from me. Brandon Baxter, you have that little zapper. Well, Chris Adams is no quitter. And you know what? You don't quit, you don't lose. Tonight's the night. Rudd Price, Brandon Baxter, I'm out for both of you.
You know, I demanded the GWF to give me some competition, and who do they throw back in my fight?
Adams.
It's nothing but a throwback, a rerun. Adams, you know what happened last time. I beat you all over. It's the same story, same thing. You think tonight's going to be any different? You're wrong. I'm coming at you. The gold is mine. I don't even know why you continue to try to get it. What?
See you later, Chris Adams.
Introducing first, from Stratford on Avon, England, weighing 236 pounds, the challenger, gentlemen, Chris Adams. Ladies and gentlemen, second tonight by his manager, Brandon Baxter, from Los Angeles, California, weighing 256 pounds, the defending GWF heavyweight champion, Ron "The Bond" Price. Price. One fall, 60-minute time limit for the GWF Heavyweight Championship. Mark Nolte, wrestling fans. I'm substituting for the vacationing Doyle King, and it's my honor to be here on the night of revolution to call what should be a great GWF Heavyweight Championship match between the challenger and two-time former GWF Heavyweight Champion and the defending GWF Heavyweight Champion, Rod the Bod Price, the man he lost the title to under very controversial circumstances. The manager at ringside, Brandon Baxter, brought a stun gun into the ring, got involved in that match, which is why Chris Adams lost the belt. Joining me for this match, providing excellent color commentary, is Jackie Goldman, who knows a little bit about managing at ringside, and a man that knows a lot about championship matches, especially here at the Dallas Sportatorium, the killer Carl Cox, the master of the Brainbuster, former North American Heavyweight Champion, former co-hold of the World Tag Team Championship. There's the bell and we're underway. Killer Carl Cox, let me say what a great honor it is to have you on GWF television this week.
Again, Mark, thank you, and it's a pleasure to be back here at the Sportatorium again. You ain't got the air conditioning for 30 years, I noticed that. But still, this is such a great place to wrestle. Such a fantastic crowd here. It always has been, and they're getting a fine view of what Texas wrestling is all about. It's always been like that. Rough and ready, carry them out. They can't tell you they don't last long in Texas.
Well, Killer, I understand what you're saying about the air conditioner, but as great as this action, as odd as this action is, I think this building still be burning up whether it had an air conditioner or not.
Yeah, it's always been like that. There's been times right here in this very ring, I probably lost 15 to 20 pounds in a match myself. When you go out and have something to drink, and it don't take long to put it back on, but you got some great, fine-looking wrestlers, fine athletes, some really well-built kids around here now.
And you've got two men in the ring as gentleman Chris Adams and GWF champion Rod the Bod Price, jockey for position along the ropes. Referee James Beard doing a good job breaking it up. He's in the middle of the action, but neither one of these men want to release the grip as they still struggle along the ropes. Jackie Goldman, what's your analysis of this match?
Mark, let me first of all say it is a pleasure to be seated here with the greatest wrestler, the professional wrestling killer Carl Cox. Doyle King never has interesting guests, and I'm so thrilled that I'm down here with him, you won't believe it. Where is Doyle King, by the way? Is he in a gutter somewhere as usual?
Well, I don't know where Doyle King spends his vacations, Jackie Goldman, but let's just say he'll be back from vacation next week.
Rod Price has really thrown Chris Adams right outside the ring, right through the ropes. Here he is to capitalize on that deed right now.
You know, Killer Carl Cox, he's wrestling, even though he's the champion, a lot of times the champion wrestles a defensive style. He's a lot like you. He's going straight after him.
Well, I'm sure he's a lot like me in some ways, but I'll be the first one to tell you, when I was in this business, I wasn't much of a wrestler. I was a fighter. I could sure fight, and I took great pride in that. You ask anybody that I wrestle, but don't count this Chris Adams out. He's a fine, fine wrestler. He'll be back.
Oh, not at all. One of the things that gentleman Chris Adams is known for is his resiliency. Gentleman Chris Adams, the mark of all great wrestlers, and gentleman Chris Adams is a great wrestler, is his ability to absorb punishment.
He comes from the old school in England. They have produced some great wrestlers in England. And he's from that school, so he's got to take care of himself.
Well, referee James Beard's here on the floor doing a good job keeping this under control. But Jackie Goldman, you know a little bit about this. It is so hard to control one referee to control the action when you've got a manager like Brandon Baxter out here on the floor distracting him.
Well, I'll tell you, what I'm more interested in is the fact, Mark, that these
Chris
are two
Adams,
men who hate each other. They've hated each other for a long time.
Gentleman Chris Adams is out in the crowd. He's on. Oh, Brandon Baxter has distracted him again. Gentleman Chris Adams has to absorb a chair in the chest from Rod the Bod Price. Adams gets rolled back in the ring. Rod the Bod Price, desperate to prove his title win a few months back was no fluke. He has just come in so aggressive.
Mark, I think Chris is hurt. He's really hurt. He's on clear street right now, but he's got a bad knee or something. He's really his favorite that knee. So I don't look for this to last too much longer.
Well, you can bet Rod Price is going to be in on that knee if that is the case.
If Rod Price keeps up this onslaught, this match will be over shortly. As gentleman Chris Adams has no offense at all. But right now, fans, we need to take a quick break. You will see this great championship match in its entirety when the GWF Network returns right after this timeout. The gentleman, Chris Adams, kicks out of the press attempt. Now Rod the Bod Price slowing the pace down a little bit, grabs that rear chin lock, and of course this move is to soften him up even further.
You know, you were speaking of rule books a minute ago. Leo DeRocher was wrong. Nice guys don't even finish at all.
They don't last at all, but Adams better forget about the rules, and he's still favoring that knee. He's still favoring it.
Killer Carl Cox, does Rod the Bod Price, you wrestled all the great stars, not just here in the Sportatorium, but all over the world. But I think you've got a special affinity for the Sportatorium and the great stars that you faced here. Does Rod the Bod Price remind you of any guys you faced during your career?
Does who? Say, I couldn't hear you.
Does Rod the Bod Price remind you of any stars that you've... Oh, Brandon Baxter, not happy with something that happened with the crowd. Does Rod the Bod Price remind you of any of the great stars you faced during your career?
Well, he's probably a combination of quite a few of them, you know. I wrestled right here in this building, the great Lou Fez, Red Bastine, of course, Fritz Von Erich, and a number, Johnny Valentine, probably the toughest guy that I ever wrestled in my life. And he looks a little bit like John Valentine, a little bit bigger, but he handles himself like John.
Gentleman, Chris Adams with the super kick.
Oh, man, did he connect
Gentleman,
with that.
Chris Adams has caught his second win. Now it's Gentleman Chris Adams. Takes Rod the Bod Price outside the ring. I think Gentleman Chris Adams may have lost his temper a little bit. He connected with the super kick, but I think he's more interested in winning. Brandon Baxter, there's the stun gun. We saw that the last time these two men.
What do you mean a stun gun?
You forgot about that?
Here they come out to the press table.
What are you talking about?
Chris Adams with the chair. Referee James Beard trying to separate them to no avail. Gentleman Chris Adams now gets hit with the belt. James Beard doing as good of a job as humanly possible, keeping control of this match. Knee lift by Rod Price. Beard frantically trying to get both wrestlers back in the ring. Adams, who has absorbed considerable punishment before that big flurry. Now that big flurry we saw early in the match may be taking its toll again.
Texas style wrestling. There's no rules in Texas style wrestling. This makes it so great. I love this. I love it.
Well, this is Texas style wrestling at its best right here. Chris Adams back into the ring finally. Rod Price throwing him in.
Gentlemen, Chris Adams and Rod Price return to the ring. I was expecting a little bit more deliberate match for the title, and we have saw nothing deliberate. It has just been non-stop action. Rod Price has been more aggressive than I have ever seen him. If anything, you would think the champion be a little bit more defensive, but he is.
This is hammer and tongs
knee
right
lift
here.
by gentleman Chris Adams. Adams, can the knee support the super kick? It can. He hits it. Price in the ropes. There was question whether or not Adams would be able to balance himself after the punishment that knee absorbed. Fortunately for Price, he falls into the ropes. Now Adams sets him for the big vertical suplex. He plants him.
Well, Rod Price is going to feel that one for a long time. Chris Adams had him absolutely vertical before he let him down.
Chris Adams coming up on the ring ropes. Chris Adams on the verge of becoming a three-time GWF heavyweight champion. You can see Rod the Bod Price struggling to get to his feet. He doesn't know where he is. Adams cuts off the ropes. He clotheslines referee James Beard.
He hit Beard.
Rod Price ducked. Beard takes a big clothesline off the top rope. The referee is down.
What happened to Chris
Problem was
Adams?
then he waited too long. He got up there and waited too long. I guess that's why he's not champion today.
Brandon
Pretty good
Baxter
reason.
coming back into the ring. He has a stun gun. Adams kicks Baxter. Adams hits the super kick again. Price goes into the ropes.
Adams has
Baxter
it.
with the stun gun.
What's he using a stun gun for?
Baxter. Oh my goodness. Baxter being set up by the ropes by Gentleman Chris Adams. Rod Price is down. He's taking the stun gun. He's took the stun gun to Brandon Baxter, but Rod Price, he's recovered. Now Rod Price has his chain.
This is absolute mayhem,
Cage
Mark.
Beard is still down. Brandon Baxter is hanging up over the top rope. Gentleman Chris Adams cuts, takes the belly back suplex, and a count of 3.
Wait a minute.
That's it. That's it.
Wow.
Gentleman Chris Adams has regained the GWF title with a belly to back suplex. Despite the big brawl, despite the stun gun,
Do we have a new champion?
despite the stun gun, despite the chain, Gentleman Chris Adams has survived it all. He is the new GWF Heavyweight Champion.
We have a new champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the fall and the match and the new GWF Heavyweight Champion, Gentleman Chris Adams.
That is absolutely shocking.
Gentlemen, Chris Adams has regained the GWF Heavyweight Championship. I don't believe it. We'll be back with more great GWF action, a steel cage match after this timeout.
Ice, you finally got him where you want him. But I want him to know that we love you. You finally got him, baby.
That's right, Action Jackson. Tonight is my lucky night. See, fat girl, you can run, but you can't hide. We in a steel cage, 10 feet tall, sucker. You know what that means? Nobody can help you. You going down. Can you dig it?
You know Iceman King Parsons tonight, the cage match, baby. Me and you like two pet bulls. But I'm gonna tell you something, Iceman King Parsons. I'm gonna split your damn head wide open in that cage match. Cause I'm gonna tell you now, I'm the baddest thing around here. Action Jackson, the only black bird, if you wanna get fucking